Mr. Kimball's class proudly presents awesome and amazing animals. Cheetahs are big wild cats. They are the fastest land animals in the world. There are three kinds of cheetahs. Most cheetahs live on the continent of Africa. A few live outside of Africa in the country of Iran. A mother cheetah has 2 to 5 cubs at a time. At first, the mother moves her cubs from place to place. She does this to keep them safe from predators. Hyenas and lions sometimes kill cheetah cubs. When the cubs are 7 months old, they learn how to hunt. Wild cheetahs can live for 7 to 12 years. Cheetahs eat meat. Some of their favorite animals to eat are antelopes and gazelles. Sometimes cheetahs eat rabbit-like animals called hares too. Cheetahs have bodies covered with spotted fur. Their fur looks like a leopard's fur, but each cheetah's spots are different. A cheetah has black lines of fur on the sides of its nose. These marks are called tear lines. A cheetah story. Why do cheetahs have tear lines? People in Africa used to tell a story about this. They said that there was once a lazy hunter. One day he stole 3 cheetah cubs when the mother left to hunt. He wanted the cheetahs to do the hunting for him. The mother cheetah cried because she could not find the cubs. The tear made black marks on the side of her nose. From then on, all cheetahs have had tear lines.
An owl is a bird of prey. There are more than 200 kinds of owls in the world. They are split into 2 families. Barn owls come in many different shapes and sizes. Female owls lay 2 to 12 eggs. When owlets are born, they are covered with soft feathers called down. Owlets leave their mother after about 5 months. Young owls have to watch out for large birds that might eat them. But grown owls have few predators. They can live 20 years in the wild. Owls eat small animals such as mice. Some eat birds or insects. Owls swallow their food without chewing it. Later, they split out feathers, fur, and bones. Owls make many kinds of sounds. Some hoot, others chirp, whistle, or sing. They also make sounds by snapping their beaks and clapping their wings. An owl story. Why do some owls have big eyes and ear tufts? American Indians used to tell a story about this. When their character made animals, he let them choose how they wanted to look. He told Owl not to watch him make the other animals, but Owl watched anyway. As a result, the creator pulled on Owl's ears, feathers. Owl eyes got big. With now on, owls have big eyes and ear tufts.
Komodo dragons are the heaviest lizards in the world. Like all lizards, they are reptiles. Their bodies are covered with scales, and they are cold-blooded. The biggest Komodo dragons are 10 feet long. They weigh 300 pounds. Komodo dragons can run 13 miles per hour over a short space. Komodo dragons can be found only on 4 or 5 islands in the world. These islands are part of a country called Indonesia. It is hot and dry on the islands. A female Komodo dragon lays 10 to 30 eggs in a burrow. When the baby dragons come out of the eggs, they climb into trees nearby. There, they can hide from birds, snakes, and other Komodo dragons. They live in the trees for 4 or 5 years. Adult Komodo dragons have no predators. They can live 50 years in the wild. A Komodo dragon story. Why do the people of Indonesia respect Komodo dragons? People there tell a story about this. Long ago, twins were born. One was a human boy, the other was a Komodo dragon girl. The twins did not know each other, but one day they met. The boy gave his dragon sister a deer. Since then, people have shown respect for Komodo dragons.
Giraffes are tall animals with spots. They have very long necks. There are 9 kinds of giraffes in the world. Giraffes eat leaves. They pull leaves off trees with their long, strong tongues. Giraffes do not drink a lot of water. They get most of their water they need from the leaves they eat. A mother giraffe gives birth to a calf standing up. The calf falls to the ground. It is already as tall as a grown-up man. The day after it is born, the calf can run. A wild giraffe can live up to 25 years. Giraffes live on the continent of Africa. Some giraffes live in forests there. Others live on lands covered with grass and few trees. A giraffe story. Why do giraffes have such long necks? People in Africa used to tell a story about this. They said that a giraffe once looked like a deer and ate grass. One year the grass dried up. The giraffes wanted to eat leaves on tall trees. He asked a magic man to make them tall. The man made the giraffe's legs and neck grow very long. Then the giraffe could eat all the leaves he wanted.
A gorilla is an ape. Apes are animals known as primates. There are 4 kinds of gorillas. They are named for where they live on the continent of Africa. Male gorillas are larger than females. Males can stand 6 feet tall. They weigh up to 500 pounds. Females are usually about 5 feet tall and weigh up to 200 pounds. Gorillas spend most of their time eating and sleeping. Adult gorillas eat up to 60 pounds of food a day. Gorillas take lots of naps during the day. At night, they sleep for 13 to 15 hours. Gorillas eat plants, bamboo, wild celery, and thistles are some of their favorites. They also like to eat some flowers, fruits, and bark from trees. Gorillas have sharp teeth that can tear through tough plants. A gorilla story. Why do gorillas do nothing but sleep all day long? People who live near the Congo River had a story about this. Long ago it rained so much that the river flooded. The gorillas helped all the animals get to dry land, even the fish. But the fish need water to live. All the other animals made fun of the gorillas for their mistake. From then on, gorillas stopped doing anything except eating and sleeping.
Pandas are a mammal. Pandas are part of the bear family. They are one of the smallest kinds of bear. There are few pandas left in the wild today. The biggest pandas are about 6 feet, 1.8 meters long. They can weigh up to 240 pounds, 109 kilometers. Female pandas are usually smaller than males. Pandas can climb trees. They sometimes roll and play on the ground. Pandas are generally quiet, but they can bark, growl, and squeal. Pandas eat bamboo. Bamboo is a kind of grass that looks like a tree. It has a thick stem, branches, and leaves. Pandas eat more than 80 pounds, 36 kilometers of bamboo every day. Once in a while, pandas eat flowers, vines, or even bamboo roots too. A panda story. Why are pandas black and white? A story from China says that pandas used to be all white. Then one day a little girl saved a panda cub from a leopard. The girl died when the leopard attacked her. The pandas were so sad that they pawed the ground and cried. They wiped their eyes with their paws and hugged each other. The mud from their paws left black marks. Pandas have had black and white forever since.
Jaguars are the third largest cats in the world. Only lions and tigers are bigger. The word jaguar means beast that kills with one leap. Most jaguars have orange, yellow, or tan fur with black rings called rosettes. The rosettes have lines and spots inside them. Some jaguars have black fur with black rosettes. Jaguars have sharp teeth with and claws. Their feet are padded. This helps them sneak up on prey. Male jaguars can weigh up to 220 pounds. Females are generally smaller. Jaguars have long bodies. Their tails can be almost 3 feet long. Jaguars are good leapers. They can spring 20 feet in one jump. Jaguars live in Mexico, Central America, and South America. Most jaguars live in rainforests or swamps, but some live in hot sandy deserts or dry grassy spaces. A jaguar story. Why do the jaguar spots look unclear or blurry? People in South America used to tell a story about this. They said that a sun god painted all animals. He used coal to paint spots on the jaguar, but the jaguar ran away to show off his new spots too soon. The spots spread out when he ran, and from then on, jaguars have had spots that look
Are birds. There are more than 300 kinds of parrots in the world. Macaws and parakeets are kinds of parrots. So are lorikeets and lovebirds. Parrots come in many sizes. Pygmy parrots are the smallest parrots. They are about as big as a sparrow. Macaws are the biggest parrots. They can be 40 inches long from head to tail. Some macaws weigh up to 4 pounds. Most parrots live in forests on the continents of South America and Africa and Asia. Some parrots live in the deserts. One kind of parrot even lives on snowy mountains. Most parrots eat fruit, berries, seeds, or nuts. Some eat bugs or worms. Many parrots eat while standing on one foot. They use their other foot to hold their food. A parrot story. Why do some parrots copy what people say? People in Asia used to tell a story about this. They said that parrots used to talk on their own. Parrots always told the truth, but one day a man tricked a parrot into lying. The people said that the parrot could not live with them anymore. The parrot told other parrots what happened. From then on, parrots only copied what they heard people say.
Penguins are birds, but penguins cannot fly. They like to swim instead. There are 17 kinds of penguins in the world. Penguins come in many different sizes. Little blue penguins are the smallest penguins. They are only 16 inches tall. They weigh less than a newborn human baby. Emperor penguins are the biggest penguins. They can be 4 feet tall and weigh up to 90 pounds. All penguins live in the southern hemisphere. Many penguins live on the continent Antarctica. It is very cold there. Other penguins live on the continents of South America, Australia, and Africa. Penguins eat food from the ocean. Many penguins eat small fish such as anchovies or sardines. Other penguins eat krill. Some penguins eat squid. A penguin story. Why are emperor penguins so big? People in South America used to tell a story about this. They said that once there was a flood. Water covered the whole world. People had to live in the water. Some climbed onto big sheets of ice to live with the penguins. After a while, the people turned into penguins. They were the biggest penguins of all, emperor penguins.
Lions are big cats. They are the second largest cats in the world. Only tigers grow bigger than lions. Lions eat other animals. Some of their favorite animals to eat are zebras, wild beasts, and antelopes. Sometimes lions even eat elephants. A few lions have eaten people. A mother lion has 2 to 6 cubs at a time. At first, the cubs stay in the den with their mother. When the cubs are about 5 weeks old, they leave the den. They begin to learn how to hunt. Lions in the wild can live about 15 years. Lions live in family groups called prides. Most prides have about 15 lions. The lions of a pride spend a lot of time sleeping. Lions sleep and rest about 20 hours a day. Cubs spend a lot of time playing. A lion story. Why do lions roar? People in Africa used to tell a story about this. They said that the lion used to sneak up on animals and eat them. One day, a hare put honey from a beehive on the lion while he slept. When the bees saw the honey, they stung the lion. The pain made the lion roar. Then on, the lion roared, and the animal always heard him coming.
An alligator is a big reptile. There are 2 kinds of alligator in Alabama. American alligator lives in the southern eastern United States. Chinese alligators live in China. Alligators eat meat. Their favorite animals to eat are fish, frogs, and turtles. Sometimes they eat other animals near the water, such as birds or small mammals. Most alligators live alone. Some smaller alligators live close together. Male American alligators are about 13 feet long. They weigh about 800 pounds. Females are smaller than males. Chinese alligators are much smaller than American alligators. They are about 5 feet long and weigh about 90 pounds. An alligator story. Why do alligators and dogs not get along? People in Louisiana used to tell a story about this. There was a mighty alligator that lived in a swamp. Everyone respected him, except for the neighborhood dogs. One day, a dog tricked the alligator into leaving the swamp and eating food at the house of his owner. When the people saw the alligator in their house, they chased him back to the swamp. Alligators have disliked dogs ever since.
Snakes are long, thin reptiles. They do not have any legs. There are about 2,700 kinds of snakes in the world. Snakes eat many kinds of animals. Some snakes eat frogs or mice. Others eat birds. Some big snakes eat monkeys or deer. They swallow the animals in one gulp. Snakes spend much of the day lying around. If they are cold, they lie in the sun to warm up. If they get too hot, they go to a cooler place. Snakes live all around the world. Some snakes live in the grass. Others live in forests. Some live in deserts. Some kinds of snakes even live in water. A snake story. Why don't snakes have legs? People on the continent of Africa used to tell a story about this. They said that some animals once had a farm. Someone stole the farm's food. The animals put tar on the ground to trap the thief. It was the snake. The animals pulled the snake out, but his legs stayed stuck in the tar. From then on, the snake had to crawl on his belly.
Koalas are round, furry animals. They are marsupials. That means that mother koalas have a pouch on their belly to hold their babies. Koalas eat leaves, bark, and fruit from eucalyptus trees. They do not eat from any other kinds of trees. Koalas have a good sense of smell. It helps them find the best leaves to eat. Most mother koalas have one joey at a time. The joey is the size of a jelly bean when it is born. The joey crawls into its mother's pouch. When it gets bigger, it comes out. Koalas can live more than 10 years in the wild. Grown koalas live alone. Each one has a territory of its own high in the tree. Koalas stay in the trees most of the time, but they come down once in a while to eat the tree. A koala story. Why don't koalas have tails? People in Australia used to tell a story about this. They said that once a koala and a kangaroo went to look for water. The kangaroo dug in the ground for water. The koala did not help. But when the kangaroo found water, the koala drank it. The kangaroo was so mad that he cut off the koala's tail. From then on, koalas do not have tails.
Dolphins are animals that live in the oceans. They are some of the smartest animals in the world. They are two kinds of dolphins, common and humpback. Dolphins are other kinds. Most dolphins live in salty water. Some live in rivers too. Dolphins like to swim in water, so most live in waters near the equator where it always stays warm. Dolphins live in groups called pods. Small pods have 2 to 15 dolphins. Big pods can have hundreds of dolphins. Dolphins spend a lot of their time swimming and playing. Today, some people go on boats to see dolphins in the wild. Other people visit zoos to see dolphins. It is exciting to see those smart animals jump out of the water. The dolphin story. Why are dolphins friends to humans? People in Greece used to tell a story about this. Once a famous singer named Orion was sailing on a boat. There were a bad man on the boat who wanted to hurt Orion and take his money. So he jumped overboard. A dolphin saw him and carried him on its back. Orion got to land safely. From then, dolphins were friends to humans. Swans are big birds. There are 7 kinds of swans in the world. All of them are good at flying and swimming. Swans are some of the biggest birds that can fly. Some swans weigh more than 20 pounds. They can be as tall as a second grader. Even though they are big birds, swans can fly fast. Some can fly as fast as a car drives on the highway. Swans like to live close to water. Some swans live in the Arctic. In the summer, in the fall, these swans migrate. They fly to where it is warm. Swans like to eat plants that grow underwater. Some swans eat fish too. Sometimes swans eat plants from farmers' fields. Why are some swans black? People on the continent of Australia used to tell a story about this. They said that 2 white swans once rested on a lake. The hawks lived on the lake. The hawks pulled out some of the swans' feathers. Some crows felt sorry for the swans. They gave the swans some of their black feathers to wear. From now on, swans in Australia have black feathers.
Tigers are big cats. They live in the wild. There used to be 8 kinds of tigers, but some died out. Today, there are only 5 kinds of tigers left. Most tigers are orange with black stripes, but some tigers are white with black stripes. All tigers have white fur on their bellies, throats, and legs. All tigers have big teeth. They have sharp, long claws. Tigers are the biggest cats in the world. If a tiger stood on its back feet, it would be much taller than a grown-up man. Male tigers weigh more than 500 pounds. Female tigers are much smaller. Female tigers have 2 to 4 cubs at a time. At first, the cubs drink their mother's milk. Then, she teaches them to hunt. The cubs leave their mother by the time they are 3 years old. Wild tigers live 10 to 15 years. Why do tigers have stripes? People in Asia used to tell a story about this. They said that a tiger asked a man for wisdom. The man said he had to get the wisdom. He did not want the tiger to eat his goats, so he used ropes to tie the tiger to a tree while he was gone. The tiger tried to get out of the ropes. Pulling the ropes made them dig into his fur and leave stripes on it.
A killer whale is a big animal that lives in the ocean. There is only one kind of killer whale. It is found in the coldest ocean waters around the world. A male killer whale weighs up to 12,000 pounds. A female weighs up to about 8,000 pounds. Killer whales grow to be 16 to 26 feet long. They can swim up to 30 miles and 48 kilometers per hour. Killer whales eat meat. They like to eat fish, penguins, sea lions, and seals. They also eat big animals called walruses. Walruses can weigh up to 4,000 pounds. The killer whales in a pod talk to each other using many sounds. They make clicks, whistles, squeaks, and pops. Their whistles sound like songs. Killer whales talk to each other a lot. A killer whale story. How did the killer whale come to be? People in Canada used to tell a story about this. There was once a hunter of sea lions. One day his boat tipped over. Some sea lions saved him. They gave him a magic knife. The hunter used the knife to carve a large creature out of a tree. It became a killer whale. When it touched the water, the killer whale took the hunter home and watched over him.
Sharks are a kind of fish. There are about 375 different kinds of sharks in the world. People are still discovering new kinds of sharks. Most sharks eat fish and squid. Some big sharks eat turtles, sea lions, and dolphins. A few kinds of sharks eat floating plants and animals. Sharks have to keep swimming all the time, otherwise they will sink. Some sharks swim very far. They can swim thousands of miles every year. Sharks spend most of their time hunting for food. Some sharks hunt alone, others hunt in groups called schools. A shark story. Why do sharks have a bump on their head? People in a place called the Cook Islands used to tell a story about this. They said that a shark let a girl named Anna ride on his back. The girl wanted to open a coconut. She cracked it so hard that she made a bump on his head. Then the bump is called Anna's bump. That's all.
Rhinos are the second biggest land mammals in the world. They can weigh 1,700 to 7,000 pounds. All rhinos eat
plants. Some eat short grasses. Rhinos like to wallow or roll in pools of mud.
A rhinoceros story. Why does the rhinoceros have bumpy folded skin?
They said that long ago an elephant and a rhino got in a fight. The rhino skin got many cuts.